What's up kids, Trowbro is here and we are working on making our clay houses. Now for these clay houses we've been using slab construction and hopefully you've used the template to cut out these slabs. And now it's time that we join these slabs together. And we're gonna be using a technique called slipping and scoring. And in order to slip and score, I'm going to need some slip. So let's go over to the slip bucket. So here I am in the art room by the slip buckets. And all slip is clay that's really wet, has a lot of water in it, super slippery. So, slippery, see what I did there? And this one I have red slip, red clay, terracotta. This one, since I have been using gray clay, I have gray slip and it's super wet. Let's see if I can get this in the camera. There, that's slip right there, you see that? Super wet clay. And this is gonna be the glue that keeps our slabs together. So I'm just gonna scoop a little bit of slip. Now, it's kind of gross, but really, just earth and water. It's not too bad. All right. All right, so here I have my slip and I'm going to need a sharpened pencil. That's for my scoring. Professionals, they will use like a needle tool, but I'm not going to trust all of my children with needle tools. And so I have my pieces of my house all separated with some wet paper towel so they didn't stick together over the past week. I'm gonna pull them all out. Alrighty, now to slip and score. So, what I need to do is one, this will not just stay up if they just fall right over. That's not good. I'm trying to think, I think I wanna put them like that. Let's see how we do this. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna need one of them. Let's do, I wanna put this side right here, right on top of the bottom of that. So wherever two pieces of clay touch, it needs to be scored. And it's kind of like cross-hatching. I make a bunch of little lines with my needle tool, and here, let's see if I can get this a little bit closer. That's scoring. Then I do the same thing where these touch. So right along this edge, I score. And all this is doing is making little grooves into my clay. So it's kind of like having a bunch of grooves on one side and then other grooves on the other side and putting like the wet clay in between and then sticking them together. So that when it dries, it will hold. This won't come apart. And this is my slip right here, just super wet clay, and it's basically like glue. I just get a little bit on my finger, rub it on the spot that I scored, and then I join these together. When you squeeze it, you'll see a little bit of the slip squirt out, that's all right. And I laid this like an L so that it stays up. It's kind of like when you're building a house of cards. Ooh la la. There, 2 parts. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this part on the top, right here. So, I need to score this part. So from about here, all the way down, I'm gonna score. Score, 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 score. Here, I'll use the pencil since that's what you kids will be using. Score, 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 score. Crosshatch, go back the other direction. Now before I always score the other side, I always make sure where is it touching. So on this one, it's touching this part right here and this part. And so I just score that part. Score the other way, just like crosshatching. Now I need my slip, get a little bit in my finger, rub it over my scoring. All right, might wanna wipe this off. Use that paper towel that you have. And then I'm going to put this right on top, kind of push it down right along those edges. Take a wet paper towel, clean it up. Now that I have 2 walls, this should be able to stand up. Now I'm not gonna try to make this look pretty just yet. Oh, you know what I probably should have did? I don't have any windows on this yet, so I probably should make a window real quick. Let's do a window. It's easier to do the windows when the slabs are off. Now I can't make these windows be too big, or else this won't be sturdy enough and it'll be flimsy. I guess I could still do it this way too. Now let's do it on the opposite side right here. Do a window right down here. Wonderful. Use this to pull it out. There we go. There's all the little clay boogers. That's all right. We'll clean that up later. Now I want this to be symmetrical, so that means I need this piece to be along this edge. So score, 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 score. And I need to score this part. Always check. It takes like 2 seconds to check to make sure you know where you're scoring, but it just takes like 1 second to mess up and then you've scored a place that you didn't need. So I need to do the bottom and this side. Go back. All right, get a little score, or slip. Get a little slip. It doesn't need to be like overdone. Push this on. Push it on. Get your wet paper towel. Smooth it out. You can do windows on all the doors. It's up to you. All right, and then this goes right on top. So I just need to score this part. This part. You want to like brace it so it doesn't bend. It's still pretty wet. All right, and I score, it's like a square U all the way down. Isn't this cool? I love making things with clay. When I'm done, this can hold pencils or pens, maybe a little candle. Get my slip. Now we're done with the slip, you can put it back in the slip bucket. Ooh yeah. Need a little more. All the way around. Yummy. All right, and push this down. Man, my house is basically done. Need to, all right, squeeze it. Now what you want to do is get a wet paper towel, make sure it's nice and wet, and really kind of go through, smooth this out. You can use the slip to fill like little cracks and stuff. Smooth things out. Inside it's a little bit harder. You can use your finger, get a little bit of slip, smooth it out. And then, the last thing you're gonna need is to write your name on the bottom. Wet paper towel, smooth it, smooth it, smooth it. And then we have our nice house. Write your name on the bottom.